Hi heathens, your highness. I know this is a little late after your whole deconversion story post, but I wanted to go ahead and post my my story here. First of all, King Heathen, I love your videos. They're great. You're probably about the only person on YouTube that I actually look forward, to their videos. I can't wait till the next one comes out. I think you're very logical, very, eloquent, charismatic, and enjoy your videos. Now to myself, I was back to my story. I was actually raised and born into a JW family, Jehovah's Witness family, several generations back, and up until I was about 11 or 12 years old, I was a good JW. I did everything I was told. I repeated everything that I was told to say, even though I didn't believe it, or I didn't understand it, I should say. I was just a good little robot, vomiting up everything they told me, and that went on. At about I want to say a little over 10 years ago, my family actually fell into financial hard times, and my father actually wanted to go back to school, finish his education, get a better job, that whole thing. The elders, the senior members of the congregation or church, got wind of this, and they sent one over to our house, and this elder came by in his convertible V12 BMW. It was in Mercedes convertible V12 Mercedes. It was a SL600. I'm a car guy, so I just happen to know that. And came over to the house and said, actually told my father with a straight face, don't worry about money. Don't go back to school. All your faith in God, all your faith in Jehovah, He will bless you. And my father and I thought that very odd, because this man was a medical doctor. Okay, and nothing that pisses me and my father, coincidentally, nothing pisses us off more than hypocrisy. So my father, basically told him where he could go, and that was it for the religion for him. That was the last straw for him. I saw that, as, man, that's hypocritical, but maybe that's just one person. My mother, who is still religious to this day, fed me the line, oh, that's just one person, that's not representative of the religion, that's just one person. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it a fair chance. Fast forward about 4 or 5 years from that point, Saturday night in October, a group of friends and I want to go to a haunted house. Just something to do, get together with some friends. My mother caught wind of this. She was pissed. She was not having that, not her son. She forbid me to go. She sat me down at the kitchen table and sat across the table from me, pulled out 4 or 5 JW publications, pulled out her Bible, flipped through all of them, and made me read aloud, word for word, every paragraph on the origins and history and the mysticism and all of Halloween. And that was BS to me. I was 16, I think, somewhere around there. And I'm not a 5-year-old. These aren't coloring books. You don't sit me at a table and do that. If this was any other religion looking at you, they'd think you were conjuring a spell with all of these books, around the table. So at that point, my mother freaked out and made me do that. I was like, okay, you know what? That's it. It's it from the religion. This is not for me. If she's going to freak out on that, then that's it. And like I said, hypocrisy is a very, very big thing for me. I can't stand that. And I always thought it was hypocritical that my mother would go to family members' houses on Thanksgiving, worldly family members, non-JW family members. They'd go to their houses on Thanksgiving, eat, delicious food, and talk and do the whole thing with them. On Christmas they would again go to their houses and eat and enjoy the good food and family and all that. And the hypocrisy lies in how can she differentiate the going and eating and talking with family and doing the whole Thanksgiving thing from celebrating the holiday of Thanksgiving, and in the terms of Christmas, how again can she go and differentiate the eating of the food and talking and doing the whole family thing with celebrating the worldly holiday of Christmas. But I can't just go out to a haunted house one night, with a bunch of friends, get scared without worshiping Satan and all of the evil spirits and all of that. So I thought that was really hypocritical. My mom lost, some big points with me with that one, and I was like, that's it. I can't. Any shred of the religion I had at that point was gone. Because I was still a little, okay, this might be right, maybe she just didn't have the answers to my questions, but it was gone at that point, forget it. It's kind of the whole deconversion story. I never was baptized. I never was a true believer in the sense that I was old enough to make my own decisions, to determine that it was the right thing or the wrong thing, and I just chose the right thing. From 11 or 12, there were questions that I couldn't answer, or that they couldn't answer, because even at that age, because the Bible said so, or because God said so, was never good enough for me. Never. That's stupid. I say things all the time, and no one gives a shit. So, so that's the end of my story, at least the deconversion part. Kind of interesting thing, though. Hopefully I still have some time. My mother has also since gone to school, gotten her degree, and ever since she finished college, she's been hardcore into the faith again, the religion, and that I don't know what happened to her. She's just gone crazy, and she really began homilizing with me, and I've been real cordial until most recently. And she started doing that, and I said, look, please stop preaching to me, stop homilizing to me. I don't care to hear that. I don't believe it, and please stop doing that, And for a while, she kept on doing it, and we would get into arguments, and again, it dead ended with the Bible says and God says, and I brought up a lot of points like, can't you think for yourself? How can you as a former, very strong businesswoman, someone that I looked up to, the strong, business sense, how can you follow a religion where they put women at the side seat? They're not equal as men in this religion, and she couldn't answer. Her answer was basically, that's the way of things, that it says in the Bible, and it's like, okay, fine, that's your thing, go for it. But that is it. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. Any other JWs, anyone on YouTube watching this, let me know. Appreciate it. Otherwise, good morning.